Hi you guys, it's Kahanna Montrese, and this is another episode of Supbruh. My special guest is JP.
Hi y'all.
Hi.
Thanks for having
good to have
me,
you, baby.
beautiful.
Oh my gosh, you are stunning. Sup, bruh? I am super aware of in the South they would call them glam boys.
Yeah.
But now they're identifying as non-binary, and that's what you identify as,
Yes.
right? Okay, so I would like to make a discussion on gender non-conforming.
Yes.
And I need some education because I don't know too much about it, other than my past.
Yeah.
But I want to be a little enlightened, and I want to hear some of your point of views.
Yes. So gender non-conforming, gender non-binary, and gender fluid has been the coin that they've termed it now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna get a little history. So we're gonna go history back in the past. So I grew up in the Philippines.
Okay.
And I've been in this journey of finding who I am. So the more I research, especially with the trans movement and all of this, there's one amazing trans woman, Gina Rosero, who's been heading the way, and she talked about this back in pre-colonial times. In a lot of Asian countries, there were the third genders.
So what you're saying, this was always a thing.
Yes. So here you go. The Native Americans had the Two-Spirit, Hawaiian had them, and Asia had them. So not till colonialism started. So the Bible came in.
Where the separation started.
The separation started, and the binary world started being developed. So you go to any of the Asian countries, if you started traveling in Asia, you would see people, it's accepted. You know, a male will dress up in female clothes, and they were looked up as a sign of fertility, a sign of, they were treated like goddesses.
Wow.
So,
I like that term. Can we go with that? We're just goddesses.
Goddesses, right?
Yes.
And they were the enlightened one. People go to them for their problems and all of that. I don't know if if you felt it within our community. So, and that's one thing when I started, I was like, oh, it's always been in me.
I agree with that. Non-binaries do have this wisdom that I feel like a lot of people need to hear.
Yeah. Because we've always been, I felt like, stuck in two worlds. And I've always been this thing, like, which one should I be in?
Yes.
But once you start existing in the gray area, and I feel like that's why I always see both sides, and that's when the wisdom start coming up. Isn't that fascinating?
I love that. Because you're literally, it's yin and yang.
Boom, boom.
And you're channeling both sides of that feminine, masculine energy to really be this one ultimate being. I love this. Oh my God. I think I'm non-binary, y'all.
All right.
I love
Girl,
this.
keep going in. GNC, get into it.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
So what is non-binary?
Non-binary, I would say is, correct me if I'm wrong, girl, but this is my home version of it, is not able to what do you call it? To abide in the female nor the male gender.
I love that.
And you can wear, you're not transitioning or anything like that. You love to express yourself in for me, is my femininity in my male body, aka B, aka a pump.
And just to make this clear, I guess someone could look at me and say, oh, well, you're non-binary because you're a drag queen. Well, I think it's a little different.
It's different.
In that world because that is the stage. And this is a lifestyle. This is not a life. I take that back. No, this is who you are.
Yeah.
That's beyond lifestyle.
Yeah, and it's not drag. And
right.
A lot of people are like, are you a drag queen? No. This is my expression in my everyday life.
Your existence.
Yeah. Yeah, and even in the drag world, in the RuPaul's Drag Race world, and a lot of them have been getting a lot of shine on how they express themselves. Let's say Aja came out as non-binary.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eureka, Jinx Monsoon.
Wow.
So it's been a great way to really express a lot of it, because I feel like drag is such a heightened world, and then because when you get out of it and you still just want to express who you are, and you don't have to be in your boy club, but You know, and for them, the fact that they found that now,
it's literally just taking what you do for a small amount of time and making it really your world.
Yeah, and it just
expressing yourself,
expressing your true, authentic self. What are your preconceived notion on it? Because I feel like a lot of people might have the same thoughts that you are. So I'd love to know what your idea when you heard this for the first time.
When I heard it for the first time, I didn't understand it, and but I did in a way because I seen it growing up. Like when I would go to Atlanta all the time, I would see these beautiful, what I thought, I didn't know. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's just so glamorous, but it's a boy. But I'm like fierce, you know, but I didn't know what to call it. So now that we have these terms, I'm like, oh, but growing up, we just considered them glam boys.
Glam boys, yeah.
But now, I mean, some non-binaries don't identify as, you know, either or. So it's like, I don't like that term anymore. I just like you said, a goddess.
Yeah,
that's more appropriate, you know what I mean? Like, cause this bitch is badass, you know what I mean? And for me, that's like the best part is figuring out what the terms are and being respectful, cause not everybody identifies as just one thing. So.
I think there was a quote that I found on Instagram. They were like, "There's no wrong way of being non-binary or gender fluid," because I feel like every day it's hard for me to like, I always have to think of my safety and where I'm at. I mean, in New York, when I used to work, I had to have my ponytail back.
Oh, I didn't even think about this part.
I can't wear this because I'm like working for like a law firm. I private bartend at times, and you have to like look a certain way.
Right.
And even the whole pronoun thing. Are you familiar with this?
No.
Yeah, so everyone has different types of pronouns. You know, in my country, we didn't use pronouns. So
see, for me, that's the hardest thing because I always tell people girl. Like, you can be the straightest of the straight, mask of the mask, and you're still girl to me. But it's like...
that's been your conditioning.
That's been my conditioning. I'm like, I have got to stop that, you know? Because, like, people do... really respond well to like how you approach them with the right pronouns.
Yeah, and a lot of companies now, it kind of makes you realize, they fill you up like, what's your preferred gender pronoun, especially within the non-binary, gender fluid, and trans community. It's like, yes, for me, I go by how you see me that day. You know, I'm giving you butch in a moment, and you can be here.
See, that's
but
very
like,
me.
And then you can be like,
but
she, they, them, so it's like all that. Again, ask if you're gonna ask someone's, you know, you might be wondering, and
so that's not offensive if someone doesn't know.
But again, it's all about tone and how you approach them. Come from a humane side, not from an ignorant side.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because people, you know, people stare and everything, but just like if you're in a nice geeky environment, like, hey, what's up? What's your preferred pronoun? Yeah.
It all depends on. It starts with us. Really.
Oh, come on.
Yes, bitch. I love it.
It does start with us. So I hope you learned something.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming, love.
Thank you.
So good to have you. Yeah. So, okay, so I have this necklace where it is very much binary, but I'm gonna bring you into my world for just a little second. Pink or gold?
Give me gold. Okay. I love my gold.
Come on, gold. So these are my Supbruh necklaces.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
For you, sweetie.
And what does it say?
Supbruh. That is this talk show. This is, you know, just a little saying that I say with love. Supbruh.
Thank you so much.
Of course. And we can find you on all social media platforms?
Yes. You can find me on Instagram at JP_Moraga. At JP Moraga. Thank you.
I definitely am a picture type of girl. And I love a good selfie. Is it okay if we do a selfie on a polarized camera?
Come on, polarized. Who uses a polarized these days?
You know, I'm very dinosaur age fish, so yeah, I just had to, you know, invest in one.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Right.
Okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
Right.
word.
70?
Okay, so you have to give it like 10 minutes because it is
Do
ancient.
we need to, what is that?
No, see, this one goes before even those days. So this one is like,
You live it in the corner.
and you just pray. It comes out nice. All right, you guys. So if you want to see this picture, make sure you go to my Instagram at Kahanna Montrese and subscribe to my channel where you'll get more content and a lot of love.
Yes.